Tristan's a great wrestler, so I'm starting off with some cautious hand fighting to feel out his movement. He grabs an overhook, so I go for a terrible version of a drop throw he showed this morning. I spam a trip and use my underhook to shoot through for a knee tap, but he defends it well. We now both have over-unders, and he hooks my leg while switching to a collar tie, and he's able to break down my posture. He hooks my leg again and switches the collar tie to a front headlock, so I'm forced to defend the choke. He goes for what would have been a really cool throw, but we're a bit slippery, so he lands in bottom position, and I go right in for a body lock pass, which we've been training the last few days. He's able to make space and establish a knee shield, so I bail for a moment, but then go right back into it. He gets an over-under though and extends me with his leg, so I posture up and he uses that reaction for an ankle pick wrestle up. I time his spin around my back to retain guard, but he goes right into some float-style passing using good leg pummeling with a tight calf to hamstring connection, so I can't hook either of his legs as he manages to get straight to mount. He looks for an underhook, but I pummel both my arms back inside to his hips. I go for a kipping escape to ashigarami, switch my outside hook to a butterfly hook for butterfly ashi, make sure my grip around his ankle is tight, and extend my legs to elevate him so I can put him down for an ankle lock. I control his opposite leg so he can't spin or base out, and then I invert through to try to finish the ankle lock, but he spins to the inside and pulls his foot out. We go back to standing and we hand fight a bit before I attempt to throw him by for an underhook to his back. But he gets a whizzer and I let go of my underhook and he traps that arm and uses this to spin to my back. He's trying to sink in a hook from standing, but I drop to one knee, so he punches the choke and shoots in a hook at the same time. I defend the choking arm and he moves briefly to trap one of my arms with his leg, but I make space to get my back to the mat and he comes up to mount for a katagatame. But since I give him back exposure again, he bails on that attack to go for my back again with a chair sit as I attempt to hop over his bottom hook to get my back to the mat. He keeps one of my arms trapped and lifts me up with the choking arm and punches it in again and maintains a really strong chest to back connection on me. He's able to sink the choking arm in deeper and lock in a figure four and then actually finishes the strangle without hooks in. We reset and we start hand fighting again from standing. I get double underhooks and he sags his body to prevent me from elevating him and blocks my knee. I try to shuck his arm to get to his back, but he gets a whizzer and shallow underhook and elevates my leg to get to a single, forcing me to sprawl, and when I walk back towards him, he times an arm drag to a body lock, trapping one arm to get to my back, and the same thing happens. I go to one knee again and he punches in another choke at the end of the round. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.